Hey, so this is my 2-week update. I made a list of things to talk about so I don't forget. If you see me looking around, that's what I'm looking at. This morning was my 2-week post-op appointment. I met with my surgeon and the nutritionist, and the first thing I got to do was I got to weigh in when I first walked in. That's what we do every time, and we put our name on a slip of paper and we put it in the weigh-in jar, and then those all go into our charts. So I got to weigh in last week at my 7-day appointment. I weighed in at 253. And this morning I stepped on the scale and it said 243. And I thought, for a second, I thought it was still 253. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't lose any weight. And then the nurse goes, you lost 10 pounds. And I said, holy crap, I lost 10 pounds. I still can't believe 10 pounds in a week. It feels amazing. And she said, get used to feeling like this because that's what's going to happen for the next few months. My mom was standing there with me and she's like, Erica, watch your mouth. It was really cute. So, 243 is what I weighed in at this morning. That's a total of 15 pounds since surgery 13 days ago. And that's a total of 52 pounds since my very first pre-op appointment. So I'm so excited. I'm so proud of myself, and it feels really good. It feels really good. So at my appointment, I met with the nutritionist, and most of what we talked about was advancing me to my next stage of diet, which is very soft food. I got to start that this morning, and I ate a meal before I went to my appointment because my appointment was at 11. They want me trying one new food a day, so if something makes me sick, I know what it is. So I have a really short list of foods I'm allowed to eat. I'm going to read them off to you. The foods, so in addition to my full liquid diet, I can now add oatmeal, egg whites, egg beaters, cottage cheese, mashed sweet potato, mashed regular potato, and tofu, which I don't eat tofu. I've never been able to stomach it. So it's a really short list of food, but I had never been so excited to eat egg beaters in my life. I was so excited. I went and bought my egg beaters, and I bought some sugar-free ketchup, and that's not on my list, but I don't care. I can't eat eggs without ketchup, so the sugar-free ketchup tastes awesome. And so I get a quarter cup, and so I poured a quarter cup in, and I fried them up, and I put my ketchup on there, and I froze because I was terrified to eat it. I haven't had anything solid in over a month, other than like ice. I haven't chewed anything, and I've heard horror stories about things like getting stuck and hurting when they go down. I didn't know how I was going to feel, and I sat there for probably 5 minutes looking at my egg beaters and not eating them. So I eventually did eat them, and I'm going to post a picture on my blog of my cute little, I bought these little ramekins and these tiny little cocktail forks. So cute. So I'll post a picture of that on the blog. It took me about 15 minutes to eat them. I ate really slowly. I didn't get full, but I did notice a little bit of chest pressure, which I'm assuming was my fullness, if that's what you can call it. I also noticed that after, when I had about 1 or 2 bites left, I hiccuped twice. So I'm wondering maybe if that's my sign. I know a lot of people have some sort of sign telling them that they are full. So hopefully mine is something easy like that where I know, like, when I hiccup, stop eating. So then the nutritionist, we went over my vitamins. Right now I'm taking, well, before today I was taking 2 Centrum chewables and then the B12 sublingual under my tongue, and that's all I had to take. So now I have to take those in addition to 2 Prilosec capsules, which for the next, for 2 more weeks, everything has to be chewable or crushed. So the Prilosec caplets I have to open up, and it's these teeny tiny little beads, and I have to take that twice a day. There's the Actigol, which also has to be crushed. I haven't picked that up yet. I pick it up tomorrow, so I'll start that one tomorrow. and then my calcium citrate pills, and those are freaking huge. She told me, oh, they're not that big, and you open them up, and they're like the size of a quarter. They're like this big, and they're so chalky and so gross. I had these chewable, these chocolate ones. My friend Dana talked about them on her blog, and they're good. They're way better than the powdery ones, but my nutritionist said it was too many calories, which sucks because apparently I have to take 3 of them a day. So 3 of the chewable ones would have been 60 calories a day, which I don't really think is a huge deal, but apparently she does. So no chewables for me. We also talked about hair loss a little bit. She gave me this little handout about how hair loss is normal and to be expected, and I will die if I lose my hair. I expect a little bit of hair loss. I have thick hair, so I hope that it won't be noticeable. I know a couple people who have like big bald spots in the front of their head, and if I get a bald spot, I will just die. I don't know if many of you have read on my blog. There's a page called My Story, and it talks about me growing up a little bit. When I was little, I had a disorder called trichotillomania, which causes you. It's an impulse disorder which causes you to pull your hair out. Some people pull from their head, eyebrows, eyelashes, arms, everywhere. And I was one of those kids who I pulled from everywhere. I started with my eyelashes till every single eyelash was gone, and then I moved on to my eyebrows. My eyebrows were gone, and then I moved on to my head. And my hairline slowly receded, and I went bald. I was totally bald. And that was when I was in 5th and 6th grade. So I was old enough to know girls are supposed to have long hair. You know, that's what they say. I grew up in a church family where girls with short hair were like boys, and I don't believe that, but that's how I felt. I felt like a boy. So the thought of losing my hair terrifies me, just because I've been like so proud of it ever since it's grown back. So we'll see how that goes. She told me taking biotin can help, and she also gave me the name of a enzyme. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Lysine. She said taking lysine might help, which I'm going to start doing, because anything I can do to prevent hair loss, I'm going to do. So we talked about that, and basically she just told me, you know, it grows back, all the normal things that people say, but it still freaks me out. So then I met with the surgeon. She came in, she was really proud of me. She checked my incisions, and she said that they look great. There's a couple spots where the sutures are sticking out, which it's not sutured on the outside, just on the inner layers. So she said that eventually my body will kick them out. They're dissolvable, but if there's pieces hanging out, that they'll just fall off. So that was something I was worried about, like maybe my skin would grow back together and I'd always have these like little wiry hair-looking things that are really sutures. So I'm glad that's gonna fall off. All of my incisions are almost completely closed. And she told me to start. She said that plastic surgeons really suggest rubbing on vitamin E. So she told me to just go to the drugstore and buy like the little caplets of vitamin E, which I did, and poke a hole in them, and you squeeze them and just rub the vitamin E into your incisions. She said that helps with scarring. So we'll see. I usually have pretty dark scars, so we'll see what happens. I'm not going to be heartbroken if they show up, but it'd be cool if they disappeared or something. So she told me that my incisions are closed enough that I'm now okay to go in a pool or hot tub, which doesn't happen very often, but and I can also go in the bathtub again now, which is cool. And she talked about exercise a little bit. I'm now okay to lift up to 15 pounds. She said don't like weight lift, but you know, around the house I'm okay to lift things now. I'm okay to bend over and start like housework again, which I'm really excited about, because Colby said he was going to help with housework, and he's terrible at it. So I've been like trying really hard to be good and not do housework, but it's happening anyway. So I'm weird about that. And then my surgeon, her name is Dr. Boulay, and she's so awesome. She was giving me this pep talk about how every peer group has a different problem that they face throughout weight loss surgery. And she said my age group, the problem is most people my age don't worry about what they're going to eat. They just eat. She uses the analogy. She says people your age just go down to the 7-Eleven and buy some beef jerky and a Slurpee, and that's what they call a meal. So she said when someone my age has to meal plan every day, that is out of the norm, and that's hard for us to just adjust to, and I'm totally noticing that. I thought that having the surgery, I would stop worrying about food and just not care anymore. I've always kind of been a self-diagnosed food addict. I'm constantly thinking about what I'm going to eat next. And I thought that was going to go away. And in all reality, it's gotten 10 times worse because I'm constantly thinking like, okay, I've had this much protein. In order to have all my protein, I have to eat this and this and this. And I'm constantly meal planning, constantly trying to figure out what I'm going to eat tomorrow. And so that's hard for me. I worry about the food addiction continuing, but Colby and I have talked about trying to find new outlets for that, and I think one of the things that I have kind of gotten into is I'm not a good cook. I don't know how to cook. My mom never really cooked. My grandma did the cooking and would bring it to our house. So I know how to cook like chicken, but I don't know anything fancy. So I've been like addicted to The World According to Eggface lately, and she has 1,000,010 recipes. Like, so many recipes. I spent a whole day copying down her recipes, and I still haven't touched any of them. I mean, like half of them. I haven't gone through them. And so I'm really excited to start trying. We decided that we're going to start cooking 2 new recipes per week. This is once I'm cleared for all food. But 2 new recipes a week, which I'm really excited about. And I think that will kind of take care of my planning. I'll be excited for the 2 new recipes, and they're always going to be healthy, gastric bypass friendly recipes. A lot of them have substitutions like almond flour instead of regular flour, and protein powder, and so I'm really excited for that. I'm excited for Colby and I to learn that together because that's something that hopefully we can keep up with in our house. Let's see. So I don't have another doctor's appointment again until 4 weeks from now. And 4 weeks from now, I will be back on regular food. In 2 weeks, I get to start my soft food phase, which I'm really excited about. We talked about it a little bit today. I didn't realize how much of the food we eat is categorized in the soft food category. I read you my list of food that I get to eat this week, but next week I'm pretty much cleared for everything except for raw fruits and raw vegetables. Everything else is considered soft food, which is awesome. Chicken, and like they had soda crackers on there, all kinds of stuff. Anything that's not raw, anything that's cooked, I'm allowed to eat. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to just sort of feel normal again and not feel embarrassed when I'm eating around people or having to cook different meals for me and Colby. I'm really excited to start eating the same things again, and hopefully that will help him continue to lose weight too, because he is down 20 pounds since I started this whole thing, which is awesome. Let's see. Oh, this blog is long. This is really long. I'm sorry. I just have so much exciting stuff. Yesterday, I went shopping with my little sister. She's a junior, and prom is this next weekend. So she bought her dress, but she needed some jewelry. So I was feeling cooped in my house, so I called her and I said, hey, let's go pick out some jewelry. So we went to the mall, and I stopped in at Torrid, which is like my favorite store. Hopefully it won't have to be my favorite store anymore, but it's the only store that sells plus size stuff for girls my age. So I stopped in at Torrid, and I got the cutest red dress. I'm serious. It's the cutest thing. And I don't usually wear red, but Colby loves it when I wear red. So I bought this red dress, and it's a sundress, and it's so cute. And when I put it on, I picked up a size 3, which is what I normally wear, and I put it on, and it was like falling off of me. So I grabbed a 2, and it is so slimming. And I looked in the mirror, and I was like, wow, I look so different. And that was the first time that I felt better about myself. And I have not been shopping in years and been excited about what I put on. Usually, by the time I'm done shopping, I'm depressed, and I'm like, God, I'm so fat. I wish I could lose weight. And this time, I was like, oh my gosh, I lost all this weight, and look what I'm able to buy now. I bought a couple other things, and I also bought a pair of capris because we're going to the coast this weekend, and the capris, I tried on my normal size, and they fell right off me, so I went down to a size 22, and those were really loose too. So I tried on a size 20, and they fit me. They were snug, but they buttoned up and they zipped up, and I was like, I have got to buy these. So I bought a size 20, which is awesome. I haven't fit in a size 20 in over a year, so I'm really excited about that, and I can't wait because I know that in a month or 2 those are going to be falling off me, and I just can't wait for that. So, like I said, Colby and I are headed to the coast, not this weekend. Actually, we're leaving tomorrow, so we're going to be gone Tuesday night and Wednesday night. And I'm so excited. We're staying at this really nice place called Inn at Spanish Head, and they've got like really fancy rooms, and it's right on the beach, and we're going to go do this. There's this studio called the Blown Glass Art Studio, and you get to go in and make these glass globes, and you like pick your colors, and they swirl the glass together, and you blow it through a tube. I've never done it, but I've seen it, and I'm super excited to do that. And then I told Colby he got to pick one thing, and I thought it was going to be golf for sure, which I'm sure we'll do anyway. But he came home, and he had found this hike that he really wanted to do. And we're not hikers. We don't do that, but he came home, and he's like, I found this hike, and I thought it would be really cool for us to try to do something active. And I was like, yes, that's so exciting. I'm just so excited that we're changing our habits, because before, when we would leave for a trip, everything was about like, oh, we're going to eat here for lunch, we're going to eat here for dinner, and we're going to eat here in the morning for breakfast, and I'm not even worried about that now. I'm packing my food to take with me, and we might go out to eat, but Colby will be eating, and I will just hang out with him. That doesn't really intimidate me. I know a lot of people can't handle being around food. I don't want to be that kind of person. I don't want people to feel uncomfortable inviting me to go eat with them, because I'm strong enough that I can watch them eat and be fine. I can drink my water. And for now, I'm really proud of myself for that. So, well, you guys know how it goes. I probably won't be on the computer much while I'm at the coast, but I will update you guys again next week. I don't have another doctor's appointment, but I will weigh myself at home. So, that's it. Sorry that this blog post was so long, but I just had so much awesome stuff happen this week. So, anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.